Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. My first video back from vacation. Yeah, I went to Italy. I enjoyed it. It was amazing. Never been across the pond before, and definitely worth it. Just real quick, I went to 6 cities. If you're thinking about going over there, make no mistake about it, Venice and Florence are absolutely amazing. Not that Rome wasn't. Rome has its moments, of course. There might be things you really want to see in Rome, of course. It's just that the overall city, is a little overwhelming in Rome. Pisa, Lucca were also, more of a suburban areas, but yeah, very nice trip. Anyway, back to the knives, and I'm very excited to get back to talking about my passion, pocket knives. And we're gonna do a quick unboxing, and this unboxing is yeah. So let's just get into it. Okay, so this unboxing is gonna be the Tuya VOODOO. Tuya VOODOO. Yeah, so what I'm doing now, I'm a lot more mature with my knives and buying knives. And so what I do is I make a list of knives that I want. And, I just sort of slowly at my own pace hunt them down. I definitely do not, I can definitely handle not not needing to own every knife in the market that I like. I can actually appreciate the knife community. I watch YouTube, and of course my channel's YouTube, and I can appreciate viewing those knives that I like on YouTube and sort of appreciating them from that perspective. If you go back in time when collectors, you had baseball card collectors, and you had, you know, maybe coin collectors. They only got together with other collectors. Maybe there was a club every month or something. They got together. This is before the invention of the internet, right? Now with the internet, we can see what other collectors have very easily. It's a click of a click of a mouse, and you can just view it, and you can enjoy knives from that perspective. And that's really the perspective I enjoy a lot of my knives from. I don't feel I'm very satisfied with my knife collection, and I'm going to slowly advance my knife collection to only knives that I really, really, really want. Like, really want. I'm not real big on buying knives and then selling them for other knives. Usually if I buy something, it's because I want that knife. I like that knife. So anyway, this is one of the knives that was on my radar. The Voodoo, and it just has some attributes about it. I mean, I never held one in my hand. Has some attributes about it that attracted me. And I know the type of knives I like. I know the materials I'm looking for, and this definitely fit it. And the reason why I'm doing an unboxing, it's a little cheesy because I did unbox it already. That's the reason why I'm doing an unboxing. But usually if there's something about the box, I'm very serious too with that. If there's something about, even though I don't keep my knives in boxes, I keep them in other places. If they do something interesting with the box, I'll do an unboxing. And anyway, so obviously this is how it came in the mail, whatever, not exciting. But I thought this was a little exciting. So, not every knife manufacturer, not every knife company ships a knife to you in boxes like that. I think Medford has some pretty stout boxes. And there's a few other companies, but this is a little extra. This is a heavy duty box. I actually appreciate this. Especially the price point of this knife, it's not super cheap, but it's not one of the super expensive knives either. And this box is stout. It's stout, and I'm gonna tell you, when I got it, like I said, it's a little cheesy. I unboxed it already, but when I opened it, and then I opened it, the door, the case in this fashion, and I saw this gasket. When I saw this gasket, I was like, Okay. What am I looking at here? Is this a Pelican case? This is crazy. Why does that have even some of the stout boxes I have with other knives didn't have a gasket around it. So I just figured I would just mention that. It comes with a microfiber cloth of some sort, and it seems like it's really, really, like they put a little bit of money into it. I really appreciate that. This is a chamois, shamos, what it's called, I think. This is not a cheap cloth. Not just like a, yeah. Listen, I get it. Everyone's trying, everyone's volleying for our business these days, right, guys? That's what it is. But, I'm just saying, it's my first venture with the Tuya. I saw a few of their models. I'm not that in love with them, but this one I was, just by the way it looked. And I just wanted to do this unboxing. I appreciate this box. I really do. And the cloth they put in there. It's a little extra. They put a little bit of extra in there for us. So, all right, let's get down to the knife. So yeah, this is the VOODOO. Yeah, I had my eye on this for a while, long before I went on vacation. And yeah, so let's just do the unboxing, the initial impressions. And initial impressions is, let's get started. So the first thing you notice about this knife, definitely, is it's got that amazing orange peel finish that is completely fingerprint proof. So you know that you're not gonna have to sit here worrying about, okay, where's the microfiber, the cloth they gave you, and wiping this thing off constantly because there's fingerprints all over it. No, that's not gonna be in the problem at all. And the next thing I notice right away is the main pivot is captured. I love it. Captured pivot, smooth on the show side. These look like T6s style. They look small. If they're T6s, listen, I'm gonna complain about T6s only because I'm a person that takes my knives apart. But, it's what it is. And yeah, they are T6s. That's very disappointing. This thing looks small too. It's an 8. Yeah, that's really disappointing. But listen, I mean, I know why companies do it. Yeah, the main is an 8. I know why they do it. I mean, I get it. They really want a minimalist approach to the screws. They don't want the screws to be a large focal part of it. But the problem is, you can take a screw like this, the same exact size, and make that an 8. I'm not saying make the screw bigger, but yeah, you could make that an 8. Put a more robust screw in there so it'll have a little bit thinner wall because it's the same exact physical diameter. Yeah, it's just really no real excuse for it, the 6s. And, you can do it with 6s. You got to be careful. If there's Loctite on them, you want to use a heat gun to heat them off so you don't strip them. You want to be really careful, especially with a knife like this. So anyway, at least it's a captured pivot, so it's only one side. It's not two-sided. Yeah, it definitely is. You can definitely see right off the bat that it is of high quality. Chamfered edges, real nice backspacer. I love the shape of this thing, the whole, and looking at the clip side, just absolutely love it. I really, really love the way this looks. It's got this iconography here in the relief for the lock bar. And look at the shape of the pocket clip. It is only one-sided, sorry lefties, but a lot of knife manufacturers, especially something like this that feels like a little bit of a, custom design. It has that custom feel to it. They just go with the one-off. There is a lanyard hole in the back. The blade looks perfectly centered to me, and I mean perfectly centered. Yeah, it looks, so far, it looks like a really solid build. No rattling of anything. Okay, let's get this first flick. We'll do a reverse flick because that's definitely what this knife is about. There's no flipper tab. There's no other form of deployment except this enormous deployment hole. Okay, so let's get it. Beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Music to my ears. So the initial impressions of the action is absolutely spectacular. Very nice, very nice. Lock bar tension is absolutely tuned perfectly. It's one of the things I always are concerned about, because when you push that lock bar over, if that lock bar is too hard to push or if it feels too loose, it just takes away from the overall action of the knife. And this thing has the perfect tension. It is definitely a little bit of a shake shutty, but it's brand new. It'll probably be drop shutty. Yeah, I could definitely see it being drop shutty once it's broken in. The action's beautiful. The reverse flick feels extremely satisfying. Zero blade play. Lockup feels bank vault. It looks like we have, I would say maybe a 30, maybe even 40%, 30, 35% lockup on the bar here. It has an over travel stop and lock bar insert. Over travel stop is doing its job. You can feel it clicking over there when you push it over. The relief is on the outside, like I said, with the iconography in it. I do love it when that relief is on the inside, but if it's on the outside and it doesn't interfere with the the pocket clip, which this does not. And if it has, I mean, I like the way they put the symbol in there. I mean, they're like, yeah. It has a very minimalist design, extremely minimalist, yeah. So, all right, so let's go with the ergos here. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat something that I noticed that I'm extremely pleased with. And that is a knife like this that has the finger choil sort of inside the handle, the relief inside the handle. You run risk when you have a knife like this with ergos like this of being too far removed from the blade. In other words, when you hold on to that handle and the blade feels like it's 10 miles away, it gives you a very disconnected feel. You don't get that from this. Like, example, Spyderco Smock. The Smock feels very, very disconnected, and so you definitely do not get that with this knife, which I find that to be very pleasing, because lo and behold, wow, actually, so now utilizing the massive front finger choil, very generous front finger choil, I might add, it really puts you on top of the knife. Look, you got a little bit of space back here. You're really on top of the blade like you want to be when you're really utilizing, yeah, wow, that's nice. So that's very interesting. When you use the handle only and the finger, the natural finger choil inside the handle, even though, well, yeah, I would say, yeah, you kind of fall off the edge here a little bit with my hands, but you don't feel cramped because it's a straight release. Yeah, I would definitely give this knife, the ergos, very high marks. Pocket clip, don't even feel it. Yeah, nice. Let me see how this clip feels going in my pocket here. How does it work? Pocket clip works good. Nice, not too much tension, not too loose. Wow. I'm satisfied. I'm even with the T6s. I mean, that would really be my only initial complaint, would be the T6s. But you know, it feels like really, really well made. The steel is S90V. If you don't know, S90V is a super steel, and it's one of the reasons why I bought it. You've got a straight edge Warncliffe here, beautiful. Feels like a hollow grind. What does it actually say? Is it hollow? Because it feels hollow. It feels slightly hollow to me. Let's see. Is it really a hollow? Let's see. Orange peel. Okay, so we got 8 and 1/8 inch. The blade is 3 1/4. The thickness is 125 thousandths. Blade material is S90V hollow ground. Yes, so according to the website, it is a hollow grind. It is a very slight hollow, I might add you. It really is very slight. I mean, it almost feels like a tapered flat grind, saber grind. It's hollow. It is hollow. I did feel the hollow when I ran my finger on it. But it is very slight. Yeah. I love the ergos of this thing. The grip, the tip is far below the center line pivot, which gives you that really, the piercing geometry is spectacular on this. It's very prolific. Yeah, yeah. I must say, the relief on the handle here is a chamfered edge leading to the lock bar. Oh, yeah, I just found something out too. So you gotta be really careful. We can't get too familiar with knives. We always have to respect knives. And when you're using a one-handed scenario with this knife, you definitely want to, once you break the lock, you definitely want to get your hands out the way to shake it down if you're one-handed operation. So yeah, no, very nice, very nice. My first initial impressions, I'll do something, carry it for a week, use it for a week, see how I feel. I probably don't need a week on this. I mean, I think that's actually getting played out. When you start handling as many knives as knife people handle, you already know. You already know, pinch grip on this is going to be phenomenal. The tip is great for EDC. It's down there. It does have a slight little bit of a self-defense prowess to it, even though I wouldn't really tout this as something for self-defense. Definitely would not. More of a tool, just a tool, a cutting tool, but a very nice one. Yeah, really nice. All right. I'm not going to keep going with this. I'm probably going to do a couple of videos on it. And, yeah. I got a few things in plan. So, anyway. All right. That's all we got. We got the Tuya VOODOO. Right? Designed by David Freeman of Freeman Knives. All right, David. Good job. All right, that's all I got. Thanks.